So this is part 2 of reacting to this BuzzFeed article, people doing weird stuff. Okay, part 1's already posted. There was a bunch of weird stuff in that one. There's gonna be a bunch of weird stuff in this one. I already know. I haven't read it yet, but I already know. Considering looking at the first 14 things, the next 14 are gonna be weird too.
Speech on 13.
We were on number 15. There we go.
15. My father used my handcrafted Japanese cooking knife, one that I brought home from Tokyo, to open a glass bottle of beer. It might not be a food crime per se, but it should be an actual crime.
To use a Japanese knife to open a beer bottle. No. Wait. Why'd they pick that knife? You couldn't have picked any other knife. And there's things called bottle openers for a reason.
HB, semicolon, 16. My wife, while making fajitas, once realized we were out of cayenne pepper.
Oh no.
She instinctively grabbed the spice that seemed most similar from our pantry and used an equal amount. She picked smoked African ghost chili powder.
Oh!
Suffice it to say he had to use a lot of sour cream that night.
Oh, that must have been hot. Oh no. Oh no.
6. AB, semicolon, 17. My mom got a Campbell's soup cookbook from back when canned soup was the height of convenience foods. It had recipes for all sorts of ways you could incorporate soup into your recipes. And boy did she find a way to use tomato soup for every single recipe that could possibly contain red sauce.
Oh no. Wait, so tomato soup on your spaghetti? What else uses red sauce? That's the first thing that came to my mind. Lasagna? You use red sauce in lasagna? No. Oh gosh.
7. C. 18. I always thought I hated vegetables. But turns out my aversion to veggies had everything to do with the fact that I was only served canned or overboiled vegetables as a kid.
Oh.
As an adult, it was an epiphany when I found out just how delicious fresh veggies can taste.
Poor kid. Overboiled? Oh gosh, no. I mean, maybe your parents were too cheap to buy you real lettuce, so they or real corn or whatever, so they just took it out of the can. Or I mean, there's canned carrots and basically everything come in a can.
18. NB semicolon 19. Since I was a kid, my mother never used garlic in any recipes. When I moved out of the house as an adult, she gave me a copy of her recipe book. Every single recipe lists garlic as an ingredient, but my mother took the liberty of writing optional next to it. Now, years later, I cook her recipes with garlic, and she even admits I make them better. It's a sin that I grew up without garlic in my life.
Why would you... Okay, the only thing I can think of is the mom didn't like garlic, so she didn't cook with it, and so like she made her son, I guess the rest of the family, I'm assuming son, maybe daughter, I don't know, her kid, not eat garlic, because the mom grew up not liking garlic, is what I'm guessing from this. But wait a second, the mom said it tastes better with garlic in it when the kid cooks it, then how come the mom wasn't cooking with it the whole time? Did she not have money for garlic then? I don't know.
19. NBC. 20. I was making tacos and when I wasn't looking, my roommate poured a large jar of marinara sauce into the simmering meat because that's how we make tacos at my house. Ellipsis. Well, not in this house.
Oh! Not in this house, but no! Marinara sauce? No. Okay. I would love to see if they would video proof of like, so like in the store, like behind my back, someone turned up the heat, or they added this pepper mixture, or they put marinara sauce in it, and you don't know. So then you go to eat it, and you're like, "What the heck is this?" You're like, "Oh yeah, I sort of added something."
20. AB semicolon 21. I made lace cookies which are very fragile. I was letting them cool so I could sandwich them with melted chocolate. I was very excited about my creation. But when I left the room, my mom decided to pick up the cooling rack and slide the delicate cookies into a plastic container.
Oh no.
Every single one broke into tons of little pieces. I'm still bitter about this incident 5 years later.
Oh no, your lace cookies. I'm guessing they were laced with a little something, I guess, or is there something else related? Because the first thing my mind jumped to was yeah, what grows in your backyard? Not grass, the other thing. That's the first I can think of that can be laced with. So I'm trying to think if there any kind of like lace thing that's like actual food. But man, you're gonna cover that in chocolate. Your mom just, oh, your mom is against you having drugs in your cookies, so she's like, I'm gonna destroy them.
20 spot semicolon 22. I was cooking soup for my parents and making vegetables in a frying pan. My dad removed the veggies and dumped them into a crock pot. He was trying to be helpful because he decided that there was no way all the soup would fit into a frying pan. To him, every soup recipe should be set it and forget it. Of course, I was just sautéing the vegetables as a first step.
Oh, so I'm guessing that messed up the vegetables when he put them in the crock pot. Oh, set it and forget it. Oh, God, yeah, my parents do that. Just put it in the crock pot, come back like $500 later, like, oh, it's ready. Like, yeah, great.
20 NBC semicolon 23. My mother is an amazing cook, but she loves boiled Brussels sprouts seasoned with nothing but salt. I think she must not have the gene that makes them taste bitter, but the rest of my family certainly do. At one point, she was serving us these bland and vile boiled Brussels sprouts times a week. But it all culminated in the great Brussels sprout revolution of 1989 when my father let us kids in a no more Brussels sprout chant and ordered pizza.
No more Brussels sprouts. No more Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. Ew, no thank you. I've never eaten Brussels sprouts, so I can say ew or gross. And that's like raw, because they're like a vegetable. But no, boiled with only salt. I don't think that would taste appetizing anyway.
20 NB semicolon 24. My parents fed us juice, SpaghettiOs, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with chips just about every day.
Oh.
Then they wondered how I grew up to be a picky eater.
Yeah,
Ellipsis.
I wonder. Haha, juice, SpaghettiO, peanut butter and jelly, and chips. Oh, man, that dental bill. I mean, if it the parents' fault for like not taking it to McDonald's or something, or like, oh my, that's. At least they save money because they didn't have to buy 500 different kinds of food. But really, that's not the healthiest option to give your kids. I don't know what the parents were thinking of this one.
20 pop tea 25. My mother would make these awful fruit smoothies with random ingredients that were lying around our kitchen.
Oh no.
She would use anything that could be called a cousin to produce. Raisins, carrots, sweet potatoes, even lemons that were on the verge of going bad with the rind and all.
No. I knew something was going bad when they said smoothie. Sweet potatoes in a smoothie. Carrots in a smoothie. No. And then just battle lemons. Oh. No. Oh gosh, no. My smoothie scores are better than that.
26. My parents overcooked eggs my entire life, so I always thought I hated them in every form. As an adult living on my own, I finally learned scrambled eggs don't have to be a hard, rubbery lump. Hard-boiled eggs don't need a greenish gray yolk. And you don't have to cook eggs until every last drop of moisture is removed. Turns out, a runny egg is pretty good.
Okay, I can't talk on this one because I haven't eaten eggs since I was like 2 or whatever. I just sort of stopped eating them. So, I know scrambled eggs aren't supposed to be, what's the term? All hard and lumpy and rubbery. I made deviled eggs and egg quesadillas, and I think we made scrambled eggs, but, yeah, no.
20 NBC semicolon 27. I was making quesadillas for my parents and I left the kitchen for a few minutes.
Oh no.
By the time I came back into the kitchen, the air was burning my eyes and I had a hard time breathing. I asked my dad what he did and he looked at me sheepishly. I only added 3 peppers, he said. Turns out, they were jalapeno peppers and my dad put all 3, seeds and all, into our food.
Oh no! There go the quesadillas. Oh no, Dad! Don't touch the food! Oh.
20 semicolon 28. My mother would take a banana, slice it vertically into 2 halves, and lather on mayonnaise.
Oh.
I'm not sure if this was considered a horrific breakfast or a very confused salad.
A horrific breakfast or a very confused salad. I'll go with the first one. Oh, ew, that doesn't even sound appetizing. A banana with mayonnaise. Oh. Oh.
28. Fox. Semicolon U slash 28. My mother Fox. Semicolon. What's a food crime that you've witnessed a friend or family member commit? Tell us in the comments.
Okay, so I think that's the end of it.
Speech off.
But, oh, God, okay, what would, no. Basically from this I took away, never touch the cooking. I've never, like, touched my mom's cooking anyway, because she sort of, you know, she cooks and bakes a bunch of stuff. I've never gone in and, like, added something or turned up the heat. I'll continue to not do that, because I don't want to be like these people. Boiled Brussels sprouts sound gross. Banana with mayonnaise doesn't sound too good. No. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I thought I was weird. Any weird food combination that I do? No. Mine seem normal. I mean, there's these things called ants on a log where you take celery, peanut butter, and raisins, and you eat all that together. That's the only thing I can think of, but no. Okay, but, no thanks. I'm good. I'm good. That's gross. But hope you liked the video. It's over. Have a good day. Bye. I don't know what to say at this point. Hopefully Matt didn't lock me in the basement, because last time he locked me in the basement when we were down here, so it's open.